everyone, my name is Lalit Soni and I welcome you all in this new series of Drishti IAS named News on Maps India segment. In this series, we will be discussing about a few locations on maps which were in news in past few weeks. In our discussions, we will be taking 5 questions every episode and then we will give you one practice question which you have to answer in your comment box. So, let's start with the episode 1 and let's see the first question. Which of the following is not a disputed site between India and China? Options are Galwan Valley, Demchok, Pangong Tso Lake and Sar Creek. So let's see why we had taken this question, because recently it was in news that China is building a bridge across Pangong Tso Lake area. Okay, Pangong Tso is a glacial lake in your Ladakh area. Okay, here you can see in this map that this is your lake. Okay, these are the conflict points along the lake. So we can say that Pangong Tso Lake is a disputed area. Okay, now we will see that China is building a bridge connecting northern bank to the southern bank of Pangong Tso Lake. Here in this picture you can see that this is your northern bank and this is your southern bank. This bridge is connecting this particular area. This bridge will be strategic for China because it will make it easy for troops to move in this area in case of any conflict. Okay. On the similar line, India is also building a black top road on the northern bank area. Okay. So let's see. So our question was related to the disputed areas. We will see in the LAC is divided in various sectors, line of actual control. It is divided in various sectors, your western sector, central and then eastern sector. Here we will be talking about this western sector. Okay, western sector is basically your Ladakh area. Here is your LAC. Okay, LAC is marked on maps, but it is not well demarcated on the land. Okay, so there are very confusion with respect to the actual position of LAC. So while patrolling, Chinese groups have this tendency to enter Indian side of LAC. Okay, so let's see here in Galwan Valley. We know that there was a clash where Chinese crossed the LAC and built some temporary infrastructure in the Galwan Valley area, and then this hot spring area and Pangong Lake. These are the area where the dispute has happened. Then there is one more area here. This is your Demchok area. This is also contested between China and India. So these I guess these locations are kind of clear, and this is the Pangong Tso Lake which we were talking about in the news. This is your Pangong Tso Lake. You can see that it is across LAC. A little part is under Indian control right now, and this part is basically in the Aksai Chin area, and then other part is in Chinese territory. Okay, so let's move ahead. Then there is this Darbuk Shyok Daulat Beg Oldie road. This road is quite important for India because this connects this Leh area to your Daulat Beg Oldie. Okay, Daulat Beg Oldie is important because there is an airstrip. This is the highest airstrip. Okay, this is important for us strategically because in case of any military conflict, we can move our troops via air. Okay, so to reach this area, we had to have this connectivity. So in keeping that in mind, we have built this road. China has concern with this road because this is quite close to LAC. So China keeps this area disturbed. Let's say this is your Galwan Valley area, this is your hot spring area, and this is your Pangong Tso Lake area. You can see these all conflict areas are quite near to this road. Okay, so actually earlier it used to take 2 days for us to reach Daulat Beg Oldie from Leh. Now because of this road, it only takes 6 hours. So we can see how important this road is. Though we are also looking for alternative through Nubra Valley, since we know that this area is kind of disturbed because of the Chinese aggressions. Okay. So let's see the question. Which of the following is not a disputed site? Not a disputed site between India and China. So Galwan Valley, we have discussed. This is your Galwan Valley. This is hot spring area, Pangong Tso Lake, and this is Demcho. Okay. So Galwan Valley is an area which is disputed between India and China. Demchok is also, Pangong Tso Lake is, and then option is Sir Creek. Sir Creek is not contested between India and China. It is contested between India and Pakistan. It is on the Gujarat coast, forms part of your Kutch marshland. Okay. India and Pakistan has disputed this land. So option D is your right answer. Let's see the question number 2. Consider the following statement about Nagaland. Okay. The demand of Greater Nagalim includes the area from parts of Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Assam, Myanmar along with the present Nagaland. Naga organization across 6 westernmost districts have been demanding the creation of frontier Nagaland state. These are your options. Let's see. So before moving ahead, we will be discussing why we are taking this question, because Naga organization across 6 districts have been demanding this frontier Nagaland state. These 6 districts are Kifere, Nongling, Mon, Noklek, Samator and Wensang. Okay. These are the location of the districts, which you don't have to remember these districts per se, but you have to know that on which part of Nagaland these districts are situated. So basically in this map you can see here, these are the 6 districts here. Okay. So they are demanding a frontier Nagaland state. Fine. Let's see the location of Nagaland first. So Nagaland, you know that it forms part of your 7 sisters. Okay. It is situated in northeast India. Here you can see that this is the part along with Sikkim is known as 7 sisters, and then this is your Nagaland. Domestic boundary is with Manipur, Assam and Arunachal Pradesh, and international boundary in this case is your Myanmar. Okay. I hope this is clear. So when we are talking about Nagaland, I would like to discuss Greater Nagalim. Okay. Greater Nagalim, basically it was an area which was demanded by NSC and IM. Basically this is a local insurgent group. They were asking for autonomy. So here you can say this highlighted part, this brown part here is your area of Greater Nagalim. Okay. So here they are also asking for the area along with the Nagaland. They are asking for the areas of Assam, okay, Arunachal Pradesh and then Manipur. Also beyond your domestic boundaries, they are also considering the areas of Myanmar. Okay. So here they are taking areas of Nagaland, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur plus internationally Myanmar, because according to them this is a Naga tribe dominated area. They want to be live together in a with the autonomy. So that's why they are asking for Greater Nagalim. Recently in 2015, government has signed a peace accord. Okay, let's see what future holds for us. So this is clear. Here you can also remember these districts: Dibrugarh, Sivsagar, Jorhat, then Karbi Anglong, Lohit, Dibang Valley. These districts are also important for your environment perspective as well. So let's see the question. Demand of Greater Nagalim include areas from part of Arunachal Pradesh, Manipur, Assam, Myanmar. This we have discussed, and this statement is correct along with present Nagaland. Okay. Naga organizations across 6 western most districts have been demanding creation of frontier Nagaland state. Here keyword is western. So as I told you in the map, this form the part of your eastern Nagaland. Okay. So this statement is wrong. Only one is the answer. Let's see the another question. Question number 3. It talks about Manipur. It is bounded by Nagaland in the north, Mizoram in the south, Assam in the west. It does not face international boundary with Myanmar. Loktak Lake, world's only floating lake, is situated in Manipur. Meiteis tribal community have a strong hold in the hilly areas, whereas Nagas and Kukis dominates in the valley region. Let's see. So you know that Manipur has been in news because of its violence. This violence is basically between some tribal communities. The important issue, the reason behind this violence is basically your developmental disparity. And your ethnic conflicts. Okay. So let's see, when we see this picture, this is of Manipur's valley region. This region is 10% of the state area, but it inhabits around 55% of the population. When we talk about this left out land, this is basically a hilly and forest area. It is 90% of the area, but having only 45% of the population. So you can see there is a demographic disparity here, and then we know that this area is quite developed, service delivery is faster here, and this is dominated by a community called Meiteis. These Meiteis are politically dominated as well, and the other part of this Manipur is basically dominated by your Kukis, Nagas, Mizo and Zomi communities. These communities are important for your prelims point of view, so you have to remember these communities. So because of these disparities, there is a clash between Kukis, Nagas, Mizos and then Meiteis, okay, and that resulted into violence. Let's see the position of Manipur. This is also part of Northeast India with 7 sisters, okay. Here you can see it has an international boundary with Myanmar. There is Mizoram, Assam and Nagaland forming domestic boundaries with state. And when we talk about these physical features, I told you this is your valley area and this is your hill regions, okay. So in this valley area there is this Loktak Lake, which is a floating lake. So let's move ahead. Consider the following statement about Manipur. It is bounded by Nagaland on the north, Mizoram in the south and Assam in the west. We have seen this and this statement is correct. It does not face international boundary with Myanmar. We have seen that it does face an international boundary with Myanmar. So statement 2 is wrong. Loktak Lake, world's only floating lake, is situated in Manipur. This statement is correct. I have shown you the positions. Meiteis tribal community has a strong hold in hilly region, whereas Nagas and Kukis are dominated in the valley region. Here I told you that these communities are basically dominated in the hill region and valley region is dominated by the Meiteis, okay. So this statement is wrong. They has changed the positions. Choose the correct options. Only one statement is true, only two statement, only three statement and all four. You can see here is on 1 and 3 is correct, only 2 statements are correct, okay. Question number 4. Consider the following statement about India, Myanmar, Thailand trilateral highway, okay. We also call it as IMT, trilateral highway, okay. It is under construction as part of India's Look East policy. Second statement is it will connect Moreh in India with Mesot in Thailand via Myanmar. Let's see. So this is the positioning of your IMT trilateral highway. It starts in Moreh. This is your Manipur area. So from Manipur, it via Myanmar, it goes to Thailand in Mesot area, okay. So this basically came into picture with Look East policy. in 1990s we started this policy because we were looking to partner with Southeast Asia. We wanted to enhance our relation with the Southeast Asia because these countries are important for our northeast. If we want to maintain a good connectivity with northeast, these countries are quite important. With that context in mind, we started with this look east policy, and under this policy we have proposed this highway. Okay, so let's see the question. It is under construction as part of look east policy. Okay, this is a correct statement. It will connect Moreh in India with Mesot in Thailand, which we have discussed. This is also correct statement. So both 1 and 2 are correct. So last question, consider the following statement about line of control. Originally known as ceasefire line, it was redesignated as line of control following Simla Agreement 1972. Part of Jammu that is under control is known as Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. The part which is controlled by Pakistan is divided into Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit Baltistan. Fourth statement is LOC is demarcated up to Siachen Glacier, also known as point NJ 9842, world's highest battlefield. These are your options. So let's see. We are discussing this particular topic because in 2005 we have suppressed insurgency here, but recently it has increased again in Rajouri and Poonch area. So basically what happens is these insurgents enter through these areas and then they pass through the Pir Panjal range and then go to Kashmir Valley, where they affect this valley with the terrorist activities. They choose this particular route because Pir Panjal is your hilly and forest area, so it is easy for them to hide here. Okay, and patrollings are very difficult in this area because of the geographical restraints. So they are using this route as infiltration in Indian territory. Along with this, they are also using Nepal and Bangladesh borders. They enter through these borders to India and then move to Kashmir Valley. Okay, so this is your LOC. Here you can see that the location of Rajouri and Poonch is kind of close to LOC, and they entered through these areas and then moved to Kashmir Valley here. Okay. This is the map of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh area. You know that Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh are two separate union territories now. When we talk about this particular region which was occupied by Pakistan, which was actually illegally occupied by Pakistan, Gilgit-Baltistan and Pakistan occupied Kashmir. So basically this is divided between these two parts, and Indian side of territory is your Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. And where we talk about this Aksai Chin region, this was taken by China in 1962 illegally. Okay, and this area was ceded by Pakistan to China, though Pakistan had no such authority to do it, but they did it anyway. Coming back to the question, originally known as the ceasefire line, it was redesignated as line of control following the Shimla Agreement in 1972. This is correct statement. The part of Jammu that is under Indian control is known as Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. This is also correct. The Pakistani controlled part is divided into Azad Jammu and Kashmir and Gilgit Baltistan. This is also correct. LOC is demarcated up to Siachen Glacier, point NJ 9842, world's highest battlefield. Here you can see that this is your Siachen Glacier. Okay, so this statement is also true. Considering your options, all the statements are true. Answer is D. So practice questions for you is, recently the ancient Sabhyanagar temple, also known as Nataraj temple, has been in news. Consider the following statement about this temple. Temple is located in Andhra Pradesh. The temple enjoyed the patronage of different rulers under Pallavas, Chola, Vijayanagar Empire, Nayaka kings. Which of the following statement given above are correct? 1, only 2, both 1 and 2, and neither. You can give it a try and comment the answer in the comment box. That's all for the today's episode. We'll see you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.